think a lot of people have blockages when it comes to like beliefs about money. Um, so I think working with you and helping to analyze that, break that down, tapping through your belief systems with money um, to allow yourself to not sabotage the process. And if it's something that could be done in the beginning, you're setting yourself up with a stronger foundation. This is what I'm meant to do. And when people come in through my door and tell me they can feel that energy, and that a lot of people lately have come in and be like, I just needed to come in. I just needed to feel the energy. That lights me up. I know that this is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to be doing. And trusting it, the universe will find a way to provide. And I don't have the anxiety about money like I used to. I think about it now and I'm like, man, that controlled so much fear. I had so much fear when it came to money
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
financial abundance. And I'm
Yeah.
grateful that you worked with me and we cleared so much of it because, and like, whereas
Yeah.
before I would like dodge the calls and hide them, now I pick it up and I'm like, hey, doing the best I can. And it's so freeing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that because that's a lot of the
Yeah.
work. That's a lot of the tapping
Yeah.
that we did in the beginning. And I'm grateful that we were able to interact. I mean, I'm a few years in, but I'm grateful that we were able to interact now at this point, because I knew that this was the next step in the success of my business. So um, I really feel like anyone who wants to analyze their numbers, um, anyone who just knows that there's more that they can get out of the process, that they're just stuck. So I think people who are stuck, um, and know there's something more, know there's something greater, but don't know where to go to get that help, they definitely should work with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that the fit is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
And
that's important too, because not everyone wants to work through it on that spiritual side. And
right.
I guess
Right.
you can work with anybody, but I do think people who are more open to that,
Hmm.
um, and who's willing to work through some of their belief systems, that's where that's that's the difference between you and a business like financial coach,
Yeah.
where it's deeper. It's taking the spiritual approach. It's knowing that you can look at numbers all you want, you can analyze numbers all you want, but you go deeper, John. You go to that like deeper layer that's holding people back. And that's
Yeah.
the difference. And that's why it was so successful for me working with you, is because you help break down that barrier, break down that layer. And like my belief systems have changed and they continue to change. And even after today's session, that was so profound for me. Like, I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Freaking
That's
math.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. That's great. I'm so glad that we were able to experience this together.